offer my most humble and loving salutations at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved Sadguru, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. My loving sarams to you all. I must confess that when I was first approached to record this episode, I was extremely surprised because it came totally out of the blue. Then a thought came to my mind, why me? But my inner voice said, why not? Because as we know that nothing happens without Swami's will, and I was convinced that this must be a call from Swami. My proper introduction to Swami came very late in my personal life because I was not born into a Sai family, and therefore my experience is a little unusual. I was born into a pious family following the Sanatana Dharma. I lost my father at a very early age, so my mother and my siblings were my major inspirations as I grew up. My mother instilled the right human values into me, and I was encouraged to go to temples on a regular basis, so I was used to daily prayers and pujas. I was aware of the name and the form of Sathya Sai Baba, and this was at the back of my mind because I was more familiar with Shirdi Sai Baba. I was praying to Sai Baba frequently, however, there was no real connection. They say that you cannot have a fire without a spark, and I guess what was missing in my life was that spark or ignition. As I entered into adulthood, I was reasonably successful in my personal life and also in my profession. I was always happy and cheerful, and life for me was fun and exciting. During all this time, I was fully aware that my joy and happiness was down to supreme divine power, and deep down, I knew that my success was due to grace of God and blessings from my elders. I continued on the religious path and never missing an opportunity for seva or taking part in religious functions. The paradigm shift in my life came in 2008 or 2009 when my two nephews were planning to go to Prashanti along with a group of boys from the UK for the purpose of Gram Seva. And my son, who was at the university at the time, was also invited to join. Now, neither my son nor I had any real knowledge or understanding of Sri Sathya Sai Baba, or indeed the Sri Sathya Sai Baba organization. After doing some research and reading on Baba, my son finally decided to join the rest of the boys for this trip, not fully knowing what was ahead of him. Well, my son had the most amazing and fruitful time during this trip, and he learned the real meaning and significance of selfless service to the needy. All the boys had a wonderful opportunity to interact with Swami and having his divine darshans on a daily basis. I'm sure that my son will remember this for the rest of his life. Upon his return, my son prompted me to attend bhajans at the local Sai Center. Now, prior to this, I'd never been to a Sai Center or attend their bhajans. After much persuasion and deliberation, I finally decided to attend bhajans with my family one Sunday morning, and the rest is history. I shall never forget that morning for the rest of my life. Tears of joy flowed from my eyes as I listened to the Jyoti meditation, the fantastic Vedic chanting, and wonderful bhajans. This experience left me utterly mesmerized, and I felt that I was on a different planet. From that very moment, Swami hooked me firmly, and going to Sunday morning bhajans has now become part of my life. Then in the summer of 2010, my wife and I got the wonderful opportunity to join the UK pilgrimage to Prashanti. At long last, we had our first glimpse of Swami and the most amazing, unforgettable, and beautiful darshan of Bhagwan. I remember losing my control over myself as my emotions got the better of me as I sat in the Sai Kulwant hall, just fixing my eyes on Swami. This was a signal and a wake-up call for me because I knew that I'd found what I was looking for to ignite me. At long last, I found the Guru that I was seeking, that divine supreme force. On that trip, I saw people from all nationalities coming to Prashanti in huge numbers from all over the world, and that experience left me totally mesmerized and spellbound. I knew that this was something special. It is Swami's immense love that attracts thousands of devotees to visit Prashanti Nilayam year after year. Swami's bond with me grew stronger and stronger, particularly after his Mahasamadhi in 2011. I'm particularly attracted by Swami's humanitarian work, providing medical facilities, clean water, and education to millions of people over the years. Swami's 9-point of conduct really inspires me, and I'm a big fan of various Vahinis written by Swami. By constant adherence to Swami's teachings and his famous mantras of love all, serve all, and help ever, hurt never, I've gradually begun to realize my true identity. Swami is my eternal father, mother, friend, and my guru. He is in me and I'm within him. There is no duality. Every time I'm presented with life's challenges, I pray to Swami with utmost sincerity and faith, and I seek his guidance, and invariably I get my answers. I guess the secret is to surrender unconditionally to Swami. Swami says, why worry when I'm around? I'm indeed very fortunate to recognize his name and form and being able to sing his glory. Swami does not come to me in my dreams. He comes to me in my awakened state. He motivates me with positive energy and thoughts. He's constantly with me, guiding me, helping me, and nurturing me. For this, I'm truly very grateful to you, Bhagwan. For me, this is not only a moment with Sai, but my whole remaining life with Sai. In conclusion, I thank you, Swami, for coming into my life and allowing me to come into your organization and allowing me to play a very small part. Indeed, we all have a huge part to play and carry forward Swami's legacy. Swami, please forgive us for our mistakes and continue to guide us on this journey of life. Thank you for watching. With much love and reverence, Om Sri Sai Ram.